Hey guys, what's up? It's Swordsman of Time 3001 again. As I mentioned in my previous video, I skipped the part where I was coming back to Gerudo Valley. Well, what I'm going to do here right now is that I'm going to collect a Skulltula I didn't collect before. Sorry that I didn't do it earlier, it's just that I felt lazy. But anyway, let's capture this Skulltula. Okay, apparently I need to work on my aim a bit. Okay, there we go. Now let's grab that over here. Alright. Now, as I mentioned before, there's a piece of heart right... What do you want, Navi? Yeah, I will go back there, but before that, I need to collect pieces of hearts and Skulltulas that I couldn't collect before. Now, as I mentioned before, I was so rudely interrupted, is that there is a piece of heart right behind this waterfall. Let me just get behind it. Alright, let me just drop down from here. Okay. Now. Oh, that didn't happen before. Anyway, let's climb the ladder. Right here we have our piece of heart, and we have completed yet another heart container. Okay. There are still things I need to do. Skulltulas to collect and whatnot. I think there was a Skulltula like on the ledge on the right from the first waterfall. Anyway, if there was, I'll get it eventually. Anyway, now I will head to Lun Lun Ranch, because there's also a Skulltula there that I could not collect before. So it will take a while. I think I should just cut the video and head there, because that could save us a lot of time. But you know what? I'll just go ahead like this. It's no fun if I keep cutting the video all over the place. Though I wish Link could run a bit faster than this. Okay, now we just need to turn over here so we can enter the ranch. But before we do that, we need to turn day into night, so let's do that. I'm not gonna bother with those guys. Okay, here is our Skulltula right up there. Okay, let me see if I can position this correctly. Alright. Okay, now let's collect our prize. Why am I facing that way? I need to face over here. Okay, now I'm wondering where I should go next. I think I'll go back to the forest. There's some Skulltulas I need to get from there. apparently I was a bit off when I was a bit off on my direction. Anyway, we are practically back in the forest. Now I need to capture some bugs because by mistake I wasted the bugs that I captured earlier. But they can be captured pretty much anywhere. I'm going to capture them right here in the Lost Woods. Alright, we will collect our bugs over here by the entrance to Goron City. Okay, let me just put a bottle up on the items. Okay, let's fall in there. Alright, let's collect our bugs. Okay, we can leave. No, it's not. It's 11:25 a.m. I gotta adjust that clock. Anyway, the first Skulltula we're going to get is over here, right by this soil patch. Release the bugs. And capture one, because you're going to need them again. Okay, here's our Skulltula. Okay, now there's another Skulltula we can collect in the Lost Woods using the same method. I really apologize for the lack of commenting, guys. As I said, I normally don't have anything to talk about. Like, I try to make it as funny as I possibly can, but I've never been that much of a funny guy, like I mentioned before. Anyway, here is the soil patch where we will get our next Skulltula. Okay, and let's catch another bug here, because I have a feeling we're going to need them again. Alright. Now I think I should have done this earlier, but anyway, right now I will head for the Deku tree, because there's one Skulltula in there that I could not get. As I mentioned before, we couldn't get that until we cleared dungeon number 3. Well, that and the Dungo's Cavern. Alright. Let's head for the Deku tree. By the way, I'll show you how Faror's Wind works. It's a pretty useful spell if you know how to use it, and you know when to use it. Okay, let's cast Faror's Wind over here. That look kinda cool. Alright, the next time we decide to use Faror's Wind, we can decide whether we want to warp back to the entrance or if we want to dispel the warp. But I'm going to use that warp because it'll save us a lot of time. Anyway, we also need to equip our Deku sticks over here. So let me just do that. And we need to burn out that spider web over here. Okay, throw a bomb over here, and that also takes care of the Deku Baba over there. Turn to your left, and here is our Skulltula. Okay, so now we will use Father's Wind again, and we'll warp the hell out of here. Return to the warp point. Alright, we have no more business here, so let's get out of here. So let's go get some more Skulltulas. Okay, we can... Hold on just 1 second. Oh man, this is turning to be one boring part. I know. But I really don't have anything to say. Well, since we have collected quite a few gold Skulltula tokens, I guess I'll go to the Skulltula house in Kakariko village and collect a few rewards to get from the cursed people. Alright. How's everybody doing? I'm doing good now that we are on vacation, spring break. For the next week I will be concentrating on doing well, practically meaningless things to some people, like keeping up with this walkthrough and watch a lot of anime. I'm into anime and manga. You know, Japanese stuff, Japanese animation and manga. I specifically like Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. The big three of Shonen Jump. If you like that, well, you can always talk to me about it. I always love to discuss that with people. Alright, let's head to... but before we head to the Skulltula house, let's show this guy the mask that we got earlier. It's Keaton, man. Keaton. Fine. By the way, if you choose not to sell it, this son of a bitch will close the gate on you, and he will not open it again until you sell the mask to him, and that just proves how much of a prick he is. Anyway, let's head to the house of Skulltula. We'll be getting two things over here. The first one is to our left. Okay, if you had a rumble pack on the original N64, you could put that on your controller, and the Stone of Agony would react to nearby secrets, like it would rumble. But unfortunately, I'm playing on the virtual console, so unfortunately I get no rumble. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all on the next part. Thank you for joining me.